I'm Mary Kay de Jesús. I'm the author of Have I Told You Today That You're the Love of My Life? I didn't come up with that title on my own. This is something that my husband told me every day for over 30 years. And he said it more than once a day. Have I told you today that you're the love of my life? And I always answered, of course not, or no. And the only reason I would say that is so that he would say it again. I lost my husband in 2022. It was a tremendous loss. And I did go into depression for a long time. It helped me to write the memoir, helped me to remember. And instead of writing, I sat and I remembered all the stories that we had told each other, all the things that we had done. We've been to Europe, we've been everywhere. We loved cruising, we loved being with friends. Armando was the type of man that could make a friend with anyone. I don't think he's ever met anyone that wasn't a friend. But today I'd like to talk to you about where people will always ask me, where did you get that term, you can't take your birthday away? Well, I came up with it a long time ago. Armando and I both worked at IBM. We were both managers in Miami at the time. And I remember walking into his office one day, and he had piles and piles of files on his desk and things to do, and he was writing in each file, and then he would push it to the edge, and I'd be afraid it would fall over the desk. Now, we had to do reports on every file, on every single person that reported to us. So I understood what he was doing. But I said, you know, if you do one at a time, you might get done faster. And if you don't finish, what's the worst they can do? Take your birthday away? He looked up at me and he smiled, that little smile he always did. And he said, well, no, I guess they can't. So he put everything away except 2 files, and he continued to work on them. Later that afternoon, he came into my office, and he started laughing. He said, I've never heard anything so crazy. What's the worst they could do? Take your birthday away. He said, the more that I thought about it, that's a good way to think about it. So we use that all the time in our marriage. If the house wasn't done, what's the worst they can do? Can't take your birthday away. So if you just do one thing at a time and you do your very best, no one's going to take your birthday away. If something's not done or on time, they're not. They've trusted you to do the process. Continue doing the process, and don't worry about what people think or what they can say. They're not going to take your birthday away, period. So whenever anything got crazy from that day on, or just silly, we'd repeat it. And he repeated it, I think, more than I did in the later years. When he got sick, it was the same thing. Honey, they're not going to take our birthdays away. We're okay. We're good. We can keep going. We can do our best. And he did. He did his best until the very end. He's still doing his best. He's left his love. Love never dies. And this is the biggest thing I say in all of my books, and in everyday talking to everybody. Love does not die. It's a scientific proof. Energy stays. Love is energy. Love will find a place. Let it find a place. Don't fight it. Let it come in. It's the best thing to happen to anyone that has lost a loved one, a parent, a child, a brother, a sibling. It's the best thing. Let their love continue through you. You see now through their scope. You don't just see through yours. My husband was such an influence on me that I see with his eyes. I speak with his mouth. I feel with his heart. It's not just mine anymore. It belongs to both of us. So remember, love doesn't go away. It will find its place. I love you. See you next week.